Hello and welcome to Slug Recaps. In this video, I'll be showing you a horror manga by Akahori Satoru called DOOOOM. For more anime, movie, game, and manga recaps, please be sure to subscribe and turn on all notifications. It's a small step for you, but it really would help the channel. That said, let's begin. The story begins in a school where we see a girl named Sakamoto. Her desk covered in graffiti in an attempt to bully her. She simply calls them morons and continues with her day. Sakamoto is being bullied and called a cult girl due to a special quirk she has. Then another girl named Miyu approaches her. Miyu asks if she needs help cleaning up her desk, to which Sakamoto just shakes her head. Miyu comments on how the bullies are getting really cruel just because Sakamoto believes ghosts are real, to which Sakamoto corrects her, saying, "They are real." She acknowledges that while the graffiti is annoying, it doesn't change the fact that ghosts are real. Just then, the three bullies walked up to them, and Miyu turned to face them. They were Ami, Kana, and Maki, their leader. Reading between the lines, it was clear what they were saying. Don't hang around her, or we'll target you too. Sakamoto wasn't impressed. She told Miyu to just stay away from her so the idiots could feel better about themselves. As the bullies were leaving, she called out to Maki. Casually, she told her she forgot something, holding a dead rat up to her face. Maki screamed, to which Sakamoto informed her that it was the toy rat they had left under her desk. This caused most of the class to laugh at Maki, leading her to storm out in anger. As she left, the discourse slowly shifted to an alleged cursed video in a channel called Nemuru that had been trending online. After class, Miyu approaches Sakamoto, visibly shaken, and asks her to accompany her to the science lab. As expected, this was a trap set up by the bullies, and Sakamoto was covered with dirty water, much to their delight. Sakamoto asks why they even bother doing this, and they say they don't like her. She is weird, constantly talking about how she can see ghosts, to which she responds by asserting that they exist, and anyone who remains ignorant will have a harsh awakening. Upon hearing this, the bullies just laugh it off. It also turns out that they had Miyu recording the whole thing. They then look up the cursed video for Sakamoto to watch, saying it's perfect for her. But upon playing the video, they see a very cheerful character called Nemuru Kirasaki. Surprised, the bullies gather round to watch it too, asking if this is a VTuber. She cheerfully says that as they are all watching the video, they will all commit suicide. After the video is done, they all stand confused for a bit. With the mood ruined, the bullies leave in disappointment. Staying back, Miyu apologizes and runs away. Sakamoto simply wipes herself clean while wondering what that was all about. That night, as Sakamoto lay in bed, she opened her phone and realized the bullying video had been uploaded and was going viral. Turns out, Maki's father is a minister, and the video is also costing him his job. However, her reading was interrupted as her phone started glitching. After some time trying to fix it, a strange face appeared on her phone, startling her and making her drop it. Suddenly, she lost control of her hand as it seemed to be possessed and attempted to harm her. After a moment of struggle, she managed to throw the box cutter away. Her phone then displayed a curious image of Nemuru standing next to a chibi character, which seemed to represent Sakamoto herself. The next day, Sakamoto makes her way to school, still sleepy as she was unable to sleep after the incident. At the station, she comes across a girl stumbling around. It's Maki, and she's acting weird. When Maki sees Sakamoto, she rushes over, apologizing for everything and begging her to help. However, Sakamoto didn't fully grasp what exactly was going on. Just then, Maki turns and starts walking away while shouting for help. Then, without warning, she jumps in front of the upcoming train, much to everyone's horror. It finally clicked. They all watched the video, and they were all in danger. She rushed back to school. Rumors were already spreading about Maki's death, with students saying that Sakamoto placed a curse on her. As usual, she just ignores them as she runs around the school looking for Miyu. When she finds her, she asks about Kana and Ami. Miyu responds that they haven't come to school yet. Just then, they spot something out the window. It's Ami, and as you might imagine, she wasn't flying. Sakamoto asked Miyu to contact Kana, but the call wasn't going through, so they took off running to her home. Upon getting to her house, they hear a loud scream and rush in to find Kana's mother screaming, and on the floor next to her was Kana. Oof. Some time passes with Sakamoto and Miyu sitting outside Kana's house, now surrounded by police cars and an ambulance. Miyu sobs, saying this wouldn't have happened if she hadn't filmed them, obviously thinking the online pressure is making them commit suicide. This was quickly cleared up by Sakamoto. She also showed her the video screen and asked her what she sees. Miyu could only see the VTuber, but Sakamoto informed her that next to her, each of their avatars is there, representing their means of death. Miyu then asked if she was there too. After some hesitation, Sakamoto told her she was. Just then, Miyu started hearing Nemuru's mumbled voices, which startled her to her feet. She screamed that the voice is telling her to die. This breaks Miyu, but Sakamoto tries calming her down. Miyu opens up and apologizes about everything. Apparently, she had only ever started talking to Sakamoto because she was ordered to by the bullies, setting up a sort of good cop, bad cop dynamic against Sakamoto. Just then, Miyu loses control over her body and sprints down the street while screaming. Sakamoto chases after her to no avail as Miyu runs into an incoming truck right in front of Sakamoto. Side note though, the truck guy legit just left after hitting a high school girl. I mean, I get that she ran into the road and all, but he could have at least checked on her. Anyway, Sakamoto kneels next to Miyu, who dies shortly after repeating that she was sorry. Miyu's phone lights up, showing Nemuro laughing like a maniac about how another one had died. She then paused as her avatar distorted, asking Sakamoto why did she survive when the other 4 died, concluding ominously by stating perhaps she will get her next time, laughing as it began to rain. That's it for this video. If you want me to cover more from this series, please be sure to leave likes as well as comments suggesting future videos. Once again, please be sure to subscribe to support the channel. Till next time, see you later.